Hey friend, Sherri James here. I am so excited. This is a new month. It is August 1st, and we're doing the very best of the Bible Hangout, where we're looking back at an old series that we taught or that we studied in 2015, which seems like eons ago. But this series was so powerful. So first, I want to welcome you. If this is your first time here, the Bible Hangout is legendary. That's what I'm going to tell myself. It's legendary. We have been going strong since 2013, teaching online and studying the Bible metaphysically. And so we're working with a book. It's one of the Unity classics. I got it here with me today. What Are You by Imelda Shanklin. And we've been looking back. And so there were 9 steps in the book, and every month we take a new step. And so this month, the month of August 2022, we are focused on the step 4. And step 4, I had a really hard time narrowing this down, but it's really, can you tell the difference between the fake world and the real world? That's a really long title. I like things a little bit more clever than that, but the content is so rich, I'm going to stick with it. Can you tell the difference between the fake world and the real world? So before I go any further, I have a free gift for you all the way at the end. So if you're here for the premiere, you know you have to watch all the way through to get the free gift. And if you got here after the premiere, well, why would you do that? Come on back on Mondays, 7 o'clock Pacific time. Every time I drop a new premiere, there is a new gift for you. And it's just my way of saying thank you. You guys have been rolling with me since 2013, going and studying the Bible in this way. And so I'm really excited to share with you and to come back for the Bible Hangout in a different way. All right, let's get into it. I don't want to waste any time. All right, so I got 5 Mondays to unpack this lesson, and it's so powerful. So her chapter is called The Real and the Fictitious. And this is what she says. She says you got to ask yourself, what is real and what is fake? What is real and what is fake? And I know it's so funny. We didn't have this concept of fake news when I first recorded this back in 2015. So this has a different context today. But this is what she says right at the top of the chapter. She says, the real is that which has actual existence. It is not theoretical. It's not imaginary. The fictitious is that which is imaginary, hypothetical, or false. The real is permanent. It continues in the same state and without essential change. The fictitious is the impermanent. It does not continue in the same state or without essential change. So what does that mean to us? Why is that of any value? Well, part of showing up as a metaphysician is not getting caught up in the things that you can see with your 5 senses, the things that you can taste, that you can touch, that you can smell, that you can hear, and that you can see, because all of those things change. A smell will come and go. A sound will come and go. So we call it fake, or we call it fictitious, because it's changing. It doesn't have any permanence. It's not lasting. And so in this physical world, because we are spiritual beings having a human experience, in this physical world, we're constantly bombarded by physical things. And sometimes those physical things make us believe that they are real, and they are not. And so the only thing that is real is God. That's it. That's the only thing that's real. And so I want to encourage you to begin to distinguish, because sometimes we are being terrified by things in our life that aren't even real, meaning it's going to change. So bills are going to change. They may be chasing you around the house right now like a Frankenstein, but they're going to change. Nothing lasts forever. And either you pay it or you suffer the consequences or not paying it, but one way or another, it ultimately wraps itself up. Sometimes it lingers in the wrapping up, but it ultimately wraps itself up. And so what you want to begin to do is not respond emotionally. Not respond emotionally. If it is, I never meet a problem. In the real world, the world where God is, there is no problem. And so I'm not going to get caught up in the fake world. And so this is why you have to get that the real is permanent. It never changes. Never, 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 ever changes. And so this is why you can build your hopes on things eternal, because you're building your hopes not on things that you can see with your eyes, not on things that you can touch with your hands. You're building your hopes on things eternal. So jobs come and jobs go, but supply never changes. I will always be supplied. I will always be fulfilled, because that's the type of universe that I live in, is that the Spirit is always meeting my needs. I never have to worry. She says something in the second paragraph. She says, life is permanent. And I don't mean life like the experiences that you have, but I mean this life force that's breathing itself as you. That is permanent. You know, we really get to experience that when we're at those existential moments of life. I did a memorial service this past weekend for a member, and it was being there and seeing that the body is not here. That body is deceased, but the spirit is there. And we weren't there because of the body. We were there because of the spirit. So that's the part of you that's permanent. It doesn't change. But the manifestations of life, how this person showed up in life, the jobs that they held, the roles that they played in their life, that's the part that's impermanent. That's the part that's changing. And what she's trying to encourage us in this book and in this chapter is, don't get caught up on that which is changing. Don't get caught up on the thing that has no lasting value. Enjoy it for the moment. Moms, you know this. You know that 2 years old is a year, right? And then 3 years old, and then 4 years old, and you blink and they're 18. So you enjoy it for the moment. Make sure when you're going through the moment that you absorb everything from the moment. But don't hold on to the moment that you can't let it go and embrace the next moment. Every moment has something so special in it, right? So this isn't a denigration of the fake world, but it is to say, don't get caught up. Don't get attached. And so we learn to come to life almost with the mind of a child. You know, Jesus said, let them come as little children, right? Let the little children come. I know I'm butchering that, but you know what I mean. The point is that we want to come with that open mind, with that heart that's always available, because the truth is that you've never been to this now moment. We show up to moments in life as if we know what's going to happen, but the truth is that we don't. And so we have to come to each moment like it's a miracle. Come to each moment like a miracle is about to happen, because it is. And you get what you have expectation for. You get what you have capacity for. All right. I hope this helped you today. We're doing these in bite-sized pieces. When we come back next week, we're going to compare the real world versus the fake world. The lasting, permanent world versus the fake, the impermanent world that changes. Because we really want to get this difference down. Because a lot of the emotional trauma that we experience in life, a lot of the frustrations that we feel in life is because we're holding on to the fake world, and the fake world has no reality. It's supposed to change. That's what it's supposed to do. But the real world, the world that God inhabits, never changes. And that's always available for us. All right, my friend, your gift is on the next slide. I want to tell you how much I appreciate you being here. I can't wait to see you next Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific. And I have a masterclass that's coming up. So if you're catching this in August, you still have time to come to my masterclass. And it is Healthy Money Habits for Ministers. So I think my team will put a slide for that in there. And I want you to be a part of that. If you want to register for it, you can go to simplysherrij.com. simplysherrij.com. All right. Take care.